summary. So how we can enhance accessibility and SEO in SPAs, single page applications. First of all, we can, based on the example we had, we can use aria to explicitly define the roles in different parts of the single page application. This helps assistive technology understand the structure of your application. In the previous example, we use HTML semantic correctly, so it didn't give a big difference, but I showed you while doing real live coding that there could be a cases where it would be useful. When it comes to dynamic content loading, when we loaded the content dynamically, we made sure that the focus is managed correctly for keyboard and screen readers users. For keyboard, we didn't have like a forms, because forms that could be a best example for keyboard navigation, but we had a heading and we had a paragraph examples, and we gave them proper HTML tags, heading and paragraph, and thanks to that our users were able to distinguish what is heading, what is paragraph. Otherwise the screen reader wouldn't make much difference. Another example, when we could set up focus on newly loaded content, or we can even also provide some content to skip links. So there are many ways. Whatever you can do with HTML, you can also do with SPAs in HTML, even though it's a bit more complicated to make HTML inside JavaScript. The enhancement was progressive. So when what you can also do, what I mean by progressive enhancement, that you can improve the SPA step by step. One, here we have done the simplest example to have H tags, HTML semantic tags, but there are also other ways to do it automatically. Those techniques are called server-side rendering or static site generation. Those are very popular tools, very popular techniques, and each of the technique has multiple tools which are doing this kind of improvement out of the box for you. But sometimes you also need to be careful, and it's good to learn the basics, where is the problem coming from and why you will use these tools and use these techniques. This ensures that the initial load of your SPA contains a semantic HTML with those two techniques and the tools using these techniques, and so this performance part, but also the SEO, search engine optimization, and actually if you use server-side rendering or static site generation, even when, despite the fact that it's mostly JavaScript, these tools will make the HTML, the code, the project generated in such a static way that it will be pure HTML, so user without JavaScript will be able to do it, to read it. I went a bit too deep, sorry for that, but so you know, you can read more about server-side rendering and static-side generation, but the backbone is of these techniques, and the problem why they are there in this class, in the previous class we had, in the previous example I showed you. And yeah, history API is a bit advanced topic, but it helps to manage browser history and URLs in your SPAs. This ensures that the user can bookmark and share these URLs, and also help with SEO by making sure the URLs are consistent for different views of your application. honestly, you will use some kind of frameworks like Vue.js, React, Angular, which have tools for static site generation or server site generation, and they will do it out of the box. But when you will hear about history API in the future, now you know where it's coming from. So the example we had, it demonstrates a basic SPA structure, which incorporated the semantic HTML and some aria roles to maintain accessibility and improve SEO, while SPAs are heavily reliant on JavaScript for the rendering content. We have seen the load contact, load home, etc., and load about. When you apply those principles, it will help you to ensure that the applications remain accessible and discoverable in Google and other search engines. We will be back in coding, but in the next class.